So let's bring in Tino Galluzzo of the White Gallery. Tino, good morning.
Good morning, Marshall.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And you?
Did good. When I saw the White Gallery telephone number, I said, geez, it's tough enough for Tino to get up to do the interview at this hour. Never mind get up and go into the White Gallery and do it.
I can't even imagine.
I know. It would be years and years and years. All right. Well, hey, you've got another great show lined up at the White Gallery, and David Dunlop is coming back.
Yes, he is, and we're very excited. As we mentioned in our press release, he is a perennial favorite. He never fails to amaze us with what he brings in. He has a very, very loyal audience that will support his work wherever he shows, and frankly, we enjoy hanging the show, and we enjoy being around that art.
I when I look at his art and the different shows that he does, when I see you represented at the gallery, his works are so diverse. But yet when you look at it, it's got his stamp on it.
Well, there's no question that he has a definitive style, and I think what we all like is the fact that what he does is he paints a picture, and then he allows you to fill in the blanks. And that is quite exciting. It's a landscape, but it gives you enough beauty, and of course his palette is incredible. It's beautiful. But there's enough in it that you know what it is, but there's enough out of it where you can fill in the blanks. And you look at a landscape, and your mind gets into it, and you say, oh, my God, that's Bunker Hill, or that's Mudge Pond, or that's the Hudson River. His work allows you to do your own thinking and project your own imagination into the painting.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because I one of the paintings that you have up on Facebook and on your web page, I looked at it. In my interpretation, I said, oh, geez, that looks like the top of Skiff Mountain to me, or maybe there's a swampy area that goes down in between Sharon and Cornwall, and that's what I interpreted this one picture as, whether it is or not.
Well, that's the beauty of it. Now, I saw it, and I thought about there's an area here in Lakeville, near Whippoorwill Farm, that has that look about it, and that's what I thought it was. But see, that's the beauty, Marshall, of what he does. He allows you to personalize that piece. And it's not in the tradition, of landscape paintings, for example, where you do a landscape painting and you know exactly where the location is, and it's beautiful. It's a great interpretation of that location. David's work is unique in that it is a location, and it's beautiful. It's, again, as I say, it has great color. It's luminous, and there's just enough to allow you to personalize it, and that to me is the beauty of his work. So when you say that his work is diverse, he does that with everything that he paints.
We are speaking with Tino Galluzzo, the White Gallery, of course, in Lakeville, Connecticut. The World Around Us, David Dunlop. Now, when does this show open up, David?
Well, we're opening on September 29th, and actually we're going to open the same day as our opening of the show and as the artist reception, only because he is now lecturing and holding seminars all over the world. And I believe he's in Scotland now, and he'll be back on Friday evening. So he's going to come back just in time for us to open up the show. We're going to open it on the 29th of September, and we're running it through November 11th.
All right, and you've had him at your gallery so many different times, not only showing but lecturing and everything like that.
We have had him, and I would have him as often as possible. We have not established a date yet for a lecture. Traditionally, he makes time for a lecture at the gallery during that period that his show is up, and we're trying to fix that date as we speak.
Of course, if you want to find out more about the White Gallery, thewhitegalleryart.com. They're also on Facebook. But now this show takes you deep into the winter season, where what comes up after David, heading into December and the horrible months of winter.
Well, then we get happy. We call it happy season.
Yeah.
So we try to put shows together and group shows at that period of time that will keep you nice and warm when it's freezing outside. And we're actually in the process of buttoning up a couple of the artists that we have for our holiday shows, which will begin around, I guess it's the week after the 11th, so it would be the 18th or the 17th of November.
Oh. I'll tell you, the year flies. I remember when you started this season, going with this season. It's amazing how time flies. It really is. Now, once again, David Dunlop, The World Around Us, opens up the 29th, and it opens up on the day of Meet the Artist reception from 5 until 7 p.m. And runs well into November. And it's just nice to see a little bit of Salisbury is rubbed off in Sharon with the galleries, what you've done here in Lakeville with your gallery strolls and everything like that. They are now attempting here in Sharon, which is so great. I mean, you have to understand the importance of that, Tino. What the galleries in Lakeville have actually started here in the northwest corner, which I just think is a great tradition.
Well, we're thrilled, and I'm thrilled for the town of Sharon. I believe they have two or three venues now. KK Kozik, I think, opened one for the recent art walk, and frankly, the art that is made in the northwest corner and in the state of Connecticut or in the tri-state area is amazing art, and it all needs venues. It needs places to show. It needs places for people to enjoy the work. And unlike retail, strict retail operations, galleries don't really compete. They actually supplement. So if you have two galleries, it's great. If you have three galleries, as we now do in Lakeville, it's great. I believe I'm hearing rumors that there might be a fourth coming up, which would be wonderful. And I hope the same for Sharon, because it brings people into town in an environment, in a happy environment, a nice environment. And then you would hope that the people who would come in to do the art walks would then go to the coffee shops or go to the restaurants or whatever, so that it is a win-win economically and it's a win-win culturally.
So once again, the White Gallery, right there on Main Street in Lakeville, David Dunlop, The World Around Us. And that show opens up with the opening reception on September 29th from 5 till 7 p.m. Tino, thanks for getting up early in the morning.
Marshall, it is my pleasure, and I hope you enjoy this day, and perhaps we brought a little bit of sunshine in an otherwise really dark and gloomy atmosphere.
Always sunshine there, Tino. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Tino Galluzzo of the White Gallery in Lakeville, Connecticut, thewhitegalleryart.com. You'll also find them on Facebook.